don't mind the Gatorade in the background. I just need that in case I get another fever and we run out. So I don't have to chug a whole, 3 whole packets of emergency, because it's the only thing that helps me. We are going to be watching The Bizarre Voodoo World in New Orleans, the season 2 finale of Buzzfeed Unsolved Supernatural. Let's get on with it. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh wait, crap. I messed up. By the way, I'm going to be eating some Skittles. 3, 2, 1, play.
I think you might intellectualize too much.
That's 100%.
That's
true.
100% true.
I don't want to murder you.
I never said I wanted to murder
You
you.
want to kill me.
That seems like a good idea. Let's lock ourselves in the murder room. I'm leaving. Too late. You lost your chance. What the? This week on Buzzfeed Unsolved, we cover the practice of voodoo. Can it actually be used to contact spirits? Right now, we're sitting on top of Lake Pontchartrain in New Orleans, a city rich with voodoo history. And later, we'll actually attempt to use voodoo to try and contact spirits. We're gonna have a good teacher with us too, so very excited.
All right. We'll see.
We've got a lot to cover, and I really don't know what to expect, so let's get into it. The origins of voodoo are unknown.
What the hell are Skittles made out of?
From West Africa, particularly the region of Benin, where the word voodoo means spirit. So right now we're at Voodoo Authentica. It's an authentic voodoo shop, as the name would suggest, and we're gonna learn a little bit about voodoo. It's a push. I didn't see the sign. I know. Let's go over the basics. It is believed voodoo derives from the tradition of ancestor worship and animism, the belief that nature and inanimate objects contain consciousness. Voodoo practitioners believe in one God, and that there are many spirits who have power over humans.
I think I saw some Day of the Dead
They are
stuff.
referred to as Loa.
We have more than 25 different
And of course it's a white guy.
What do you mean by altars?
These are places that people come and pray and leave gifts at for specific spirits. Each Orisha and Loa have their own spheres of influence.
This one over here looks very feminine and...
Very feminine indeed.
Yeah.
She
and
is
dolls.
love and attraction. She's more the pulling towards you of love.
That's the Virgin Mary.
Little tiny relics or gifts. Other people just straight up like the uncle on your birthday who just gives you money. Just throwing down a...
And
What else we got? Oh, booze.
Oh, the bubbly. Even in the afterlife, it is appreciated. While voodoo has gotten a bad reputation over years of misinformation, it is actually a very positive practice and is often used to call on spirits to help the sick and needy and guide one through life's struggles.
So the negative connotation, that's all.
You know, people think voodoo's used as this evil thing where I'm gonna make a little Shane doll and then throw it into the ocean and watch it drown and then really smile while he's sinking.
Wait, what?
Stuff like that.
You just said that this is not what they're used for.
Yeah, I know, but if they were used for that, this
You would kill me. You would murder me.
isn't hypothetical. I wasn't thinking of doing that.
Brian,
Smile.
sometimes we argue on this show. I don't want to murder you.
I never said I wanted to murder
You
you.
want to kill me.
This is a hypothetical situation.
All right,
You don't know
continue to tell me about voodoo, now that I know you want me dead.
I didn't ever say, you know what?
Oh,
Okay.
this feels great.
Voodoo would eventually make its way to America via the slave trade, and New Orleans would eventually play home to perhaps the biggest figure in American voodoo history, Marie Laveau, also known as the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. It's said that her spirit walks this entire cemetery. Obviously, we can't get in because a lot of people vandalized the tomb.
But we can't see her actual...
No, but we could be at the gates, so to speak, spiritually and physically. Marie!
Oh, really? Okay. Marie!
Marie!
No, that's not very good.
Marie!
No.
Can you see over this normally without jumping?
Actually, yeah.
It was here at Lake Pontchartrain in New Orleans that Marie Laveau would hold voodoo gatherings on the shores. Journalists would spread stories of infamous orgies and sacrificial rituals that would occur at this lake on St. John's.
Orgies?
Sacrificial rituals.
And enormous orgies.
I don't know why that one slipped by. I was like, yeah, sure, orgies. But tell me about ritual?
The negative connotations of voodoo proliferated by the media likened voodoo to savagery, and towards the end of the 19th century, voodoo had to go underground in New Orleans. Now that we've established the history of voodoo in New Orleans, let's get into the actual practice of it. One of New Orleans' more
It probably
famous
went
practitioners
underground
is a
because of
woman named
racism.
Bloody Mary. Lucky for us, she is
That's a very colorful house. Looks like a Barbie house.
Holy moly.
And as you can see, the house is quite a sight.
That is a hue.
It's actually supposed to be haunted itself. I imagine because of all the communication that happens here.
Oh yeah, it's probably like a hotspot or something, huh?
There.
Yep, another white person.
Hi.
Andre.
Ryan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
Shane, nice to
Shane, nice to meet you. Spirits, Ryan, Shane, Andre.
Okay, all right.
So,
Although, to be honest, I would introduce myself to the
I am
ghosts.
Initiated as Mambo Asagwe, which is the highest level in Haitian voodoo, as well as voodoo queen in New Orleans tradition.
This is an amazing room.
Thank you. It's got good energy. I'm glad you're not afraid of it.
No, I'm not afraid yet.
Good.
Okay, cool, you got a pet snake.
You will be, but you will be.
I mean, yeah, it's true.
Well, some people just are afraid of things that feel different than what they're used to. You know, and
Yeah.
automatically jump to conclusions that it's gonna be dark or evil and jumping just because it's.
Speaking of
it's
dark,
different.
Yeah.
And you have to get that out of your head and just let it flow.
I'm very fascinated and interested, and I'm not afraid of these things.
I think you might intellectualize too much.
That is.
hang on, I'm gonna turn on another light.
We both just have to go blank.
We're both
Yep.
on
I'm
the
still
opposite.
listening.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
just.
Find the middle. Find your balance.
Let's never do that again.
That's what the world
Nope, not
needs to
doing
do,
it.
by
Not
the
doing it
way.
again.
Find the
I'll do it
balance,
one more
you know?
time. There we go.
Oh, in fact, I'm going to give someone I'm going to feed the spirits. I'll give them libations. We might drum, we might dance. To the spirits of the others, to Allison.
Oh.
That is a normal reaction. What
So now that we've
what
established the basic
Brian
history of
did,
voodoo,
what Brian and Shane
what are we
did.
getting into tonight?
What I do is created, I call voodoo paranormal. So I mix old school with new school.
Hey, you sure you wanna
Basically, I
do
just open
that?
gates, and when we're done, I close gates. So I want them to come out while they're there, and then I want them to go back and do what they got to do when they're done and not follow.
So this is sort of a night out with spirits.
Yeah.
That seems like a good way to get
There
possessed.
are above ground cemeteries. The cemeteries
I
sometimes
am
referred
very
to
aware
as
of
the
horror
city of the
movies.
dead.
It's fascinating how people that don't even consider themselves psychic or in tune pick right up on what's going on or what went on there.
I'm definitely not psychic. I'm just a guy who's interested in this stuff and gets a little dizzy sometimes.
I still think that everyone is psychic, just in different abilities. It's a natural part of us as humans.
It's
That kinda sounds like
inappropriate
everyone's a little bit
to walk by these
autistic.
cities, making ourselves familiar with the spirits of the melting pot of New Orleans before ultimately reaching out to them in a location that was one of the spiritual beacons of the city, the former site of the Voodoo Spiritual Temple.
Is that a barber shop?
Why are you knocking?
I always knock. That's a ritual gesture, letting them know we're coming, warning them.
Is this a thing you recommend for anyone, anywhere?
Yes, it's kind of a thing of respect, and it's a very simple ritual gesture. Knocking 3 times, lets them know you know they're there. Yes. Knocking the way in, knocking the way out. Come on in.
Built in 1829, this 2-story
That
cottage
that
has
thing
gone
needs
through
a
many
dusting.
incarnations,
That alligator
with
skull needs a
the temple
dusting.
being the most recent. However, on February 1st, 2016, the temple suffered a tragic electrical fire.
Oh, man,
and
that's
now lies
sad.
vacant.
So this is the mirror image of the other side.
Yeah.
Still a lot more construction going on here.
I wonder how that is nowadays.
Miriam's spiritual temple.
Hold on, I got some mic rods.
bones right now.
Bare bones just put the sheetrock up and left some of the original old 200-year-old brick walls exposed for you. We're gonna go through this threshold, and I'm going to open the way before we do.
You know, a local mission actually has something like that. You used to have like
And then I'm gonna have
22 arches, but now it's only got 19 arches.
Already.
And they left one partially undone. Just to show.
Papa leg pa plante poto, plante poto. So, Guardian of the Crossroads has a symbol signature, a geometric design known as a VV. To all the spirits of all directions, we call upon you, the spirits of fire. We want you to come through. The spirits of water, we call upon you. And the spirits of air, We request you, the spirits of Earth.
Is she starting the nation, the elemental nations from Avatar? The four
Throw
nations?
them on in. I, Bloody Mary, I, Voodoo Queen, I, Mary Milan, I, La Kokro, I, with many names, in the past, in the present, and in the future. Call upon the spirits of place through Papa Legba. We ask that we may communicate with you, may we see you, may we hear you, may we feel you, may we photograph you with great respect. Open the way. I present my...
Do they like fake Newtons?
Ryan Stephen Vergara.
And
Shane Alexander Madej.
we call upon them. We let you open the way for them to come through today.
Wouldn't it be hot to hold a candle?
Open the way. Come on in. It is best that you walk through backwards.
Why is that?
Well, everything is supposed to be seen from the mirror image in voodoo, so it's kind of like you're coming through.
So I guess in
Born
this case-
again. You don't have to. Really, you should come through dancing.
Oh.
And I will...
And this is a joyous. Okay. I'm in, Ryan.
I see that.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's good. It's good. So let's see if we could find anything.
Wait.
That's a gator head.
Yeah, turn around.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay.
What are we doing in this room?
Reaching out.
Okay.
Apparently, this was a gift shop in the former voodoo spiritual temple.
Yeah, I can tell with the table.
Look, it's all
Counter
ornaments
thing.
and stuff.
After I mention we're standing in the former Voodoo Temple gift shop, we pick up a voice possibly saying, yeah.
Voodoo spiritual temple.
Do they sell like magnets and stuff? I mean, to be fair, full disclosure, this place was on a street, and there were people walking past here and there. So,
Sure.
just want to put that out there.
We also pick up a strange whimper.
You want to say anything to me or the little guy?
What about to the giant? What about to the giant?
I do find that more compelling than any of the other dumb ones you've dug up. But again, we are on a street here.
What on the street could possibly make that noise? First off, that does not sound distant. This one sounds like it's literally in the room with us.
What about to the giant?
I don't know.
Maybe someone unconsciously made a noise.
Victory for you?
It's a great point. It makes my heart warm. Bizarrely, while the first floor of the building served as a voodoo temple, the second floor was rented out as an apartment.
That would be the most sketchiest Airbnb ever.
Footsteps, shadows, and rocks being thrown.
Oh my god.
Creepy ass doll.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's Jody.
The doll?
Mm-hmm.
What's her deal?
She will be the overseer of the haunted nursery of dolls that I'm going to have.
I'm gonna buy you one of those for Christmas.
Is there a reason why there's a circle of rocks in this little door?
Maybe. That's really weird.
What's that?
I just didn't know any of the electric was on.
Oh.
So that is weird.
That's good.
I didn't, huh. Can you reach up and pull a string and see what happens? That's so weird.
Pull the other
The
string.
switches didn't do anything, and I don't have it turned on.
We have some visitors tonight. Or maybe
Well, there hasn't been electric in here in over a year because of the fire. Any physical sensations that you're feeling in there?
Ryan, put away your fear and just focus on what you feel.
I'm gonna sit in this chair.
He's feeling like freaking the
Feet on the
fuck
ground
out.
and ground into the moment. It's that place in between.
Okay.
It's where you can stop and zone like you did. If you can do that at will, wherever you are, kind of
Go in that in-between place. That's where you're gonna connect with the spirit world.
I'm gonna just close my eyes and just.
I'm bad at feeling. I want to be swept up in this. I really want to believe in something outside the norms of, physics.
What are you sensing?
I don't sense anything dark in this room. I don't
I'm
feel.
not asking about anything dark. It doesn't have to do with dark.
I feel happier.
Ryan's having a rough time tonight. Poor guy.
Any reason why you think you feel happier?
What the fuck is behind
I'm scared
him?
right now.
Oh, that's just her.
Maybe it's because if there's something here, it feels like it's scared too, maybe. Like a kid.
And have you ever been a scared kid?
Yep, all the time.
I took an improv comedy class once because I'm a white guy, and they said, just get out of your head. I can't, though. It's a prison.
Do you know what the source
Yeah,
of
that is a
fear
mood.
began?
No, I always felt like something was watching me in the dark when I was little.
I've always got to think about stuff, you know? Like
Yeah.
the mannequin in this dub. What's he doing here?
That's a good question.
Let's see what Ryan's doing.
Well, there's probably a source that triggered it when you were a child. You find that source, you might dissolve some of your fears.
I'm returning. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt.
He's channeling. And you are correct. There's a little boy here. Little boy, I call him Abe. He had requested stones, 10 stones. Actually, he requested jacks. And I'm gonna leave y'all alone for a while. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'm only gonna close the front door. The vagrant world doesn't get in. The spirit world is in your hands till I get back.
While Shane and I go change batteries, our audio recorder continued rolling inside the little boy's cupboard and picked up some peculiar noises.
What if he talked when we were gone? Oh my god, I just got the chills thinking of that. That's fucking
Sorry
crazy.
about that. I had some bother in it.
You kind of hear the whispering there?
No.
That kind of sounds like cars.
There, right there. Did you hear that?
The
Just
wood
the
or
wind.
whatever?
The cupboard, yeah.
So the takeaway here is every little sound is a ghost.
No, the takeaway here is that sounds that don't belong in that environment may or may not be ghosts.
Okay. I'm gonna side with may not. Anybody else in here at all? I'm gonna turn the light out. My jacket just moved in a way that it felt like somebody touched me on the shoulder. And if I think you had felt it, you would scream. Turning the light out now.
Wait, are
I
you
don't see
you ask
anything.
just comment on something that may have been paranormal?
No, I said it was the way my jacket moved. It like you wear a jean jacket. These things are.
There it is.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for the logical explanation.
There you go.
Although this second floor apartment is the apparent home of a little boy, it was actually the real home of two other individuals. And in 2006, this apartment would play home to perhaps the most grisly murder in New Orleans history.
Oh, so it's
earning
recent.
the name the Rampart Street Murder House.
This is the room where there was just writing all over the wall by Zach. He painted on the wall.
Oh,
In blood?
Can you see any of it still?
I don't think so.
On October 5th, 2006, Zachary Bowen brutally murdered and dismembered his girlfriend and roommate, Addie Hall. He jumped to his death off the Omni Royal Orleans Hotel roughly 11 days later. Police found a suicide note on his body that read, quote, "This is not accidental. I had to take my own life to pay for the one I took. If you send a patrol car to 826 North Rampart,
What's going on?
you will find the dismembered corpse of my girlfriend Addie in the oven, on the stove, and in the fridge, and a full signed confession from myself." End quote.
There is like a thickness to this room. Alright, I'm gonna put the, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna put the EVP on the stove, which unfortunately is the same stove and oven as, you know. And it's also the same fridge.
Sorry about that.
One thing worth noting is that despite speculation, these deaths had nothing to do with the voodoo temple downstairs, as Zach and Addie did not practice voodoo. Regardless, as a result of this horrible crime, the kitchen that still stands today is perhaps the darkest part of this house.
Oh shit, you closing that door? Oh, how about that? Let's do that. That seems like a good idea.
I am hoping that was a rat.
We'll turn our lights off. I'll step out.
Wait, what? That was never part of the bargain.
Ryan, you have to face your fears.
I think you just want to see me freak out. That's what I think.
That's
Don't
not
try
true.
and frame it like you're trying to help me, you dick. I know exactly what you're after.
How about I go first?
Fine. Okay, let's do 2 minutes.
Okay. Here we go. If there's anyone here, feel free to reach out to me.
I'm gonna die.
Maybe there's a restless spirit of the victim?
Oh boy. This room isn't as bad as that room, despite the fact that there was, you know,
I did not like that glitch out.
madmen.
A lot of times I just do these because I know how much Ryan will hate it.
I think the creepiest detail in that case. The fuck was that? Oh shit! The fuck was that?
Let's see, Ryan's
I don't think electrical stuff should be around the fridge.
So far, nothing. And now I'm about 10 seconds away from Ryan entering the room, and his mind will eat itself. And it's going to be wonderful. All right, that's 2 minutes.
Oh fuck.
I don't really want to talk about what happened in there, so why don't you head in?
Shut up, Shane. I want to talk about what happened in
Make sure you turn your light out. I'll close it for you.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, 34. 2 minutes, Ryan. Come on, you can do this. I'm really sorry what happened to you in here. For both of you, I think maybe you weren't in your right mind. Oh, I'm not talking to anybody. You know what? I don't know what am I doing here.
Interesting that he's talking to them. Always forgets that.
Hopefully it's a
Is anybody in
vermin.
here right now? Is anybody in here right now? Show me a sign. I'm gonna leave forever in a second here. I'll gladly do so.
Almost halfway there.
Okay. It's fine, Ryan. It's fine. 1 minute, you're gonna be out of here. You're gonna be fine by yourself. I'm gonna fucking cry. This is your last chance. Is that one of you?
No,
Did you just tug on my shirt?
no, we're not in the room
I'm
with
not
you.
talking to you. Oh shit. That was a good trick.
Okay,
Did you touch the door?
no.
Something creaking up in the attic. I'm leaving. Too late. You lost your chance. What the fuck, you Shane? Open the door. Oh. Typical.
We have fun.
Hilarious.
Okay, great. Anything spooky?
Something I think tugged on my shirt. I don't want to talk about it. I want to leave. I think Bloody Mary's gonna come meet back up with us. Maybe close the door.
Okay.
But
You don't want. You just don't want to be up here anymore.
I don't want to be up in this room anymore.
Okay.
Please,
Let's
leave.
Jesus Christ.
That was a good scream.
Should we be on this side?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
We thank all the spirits from all the directions and the spirits of house. The ones we know, the ones we don't know. We thank them for letting us have a glimpse into their life. And like Buzz open the gates, we now ask to close the way. I say. Whoa.
All right. So, what'd you think?
That was pretty fascinating.
I gotta tell you, I'm really transfixed with this world.
I know it sounds like we do have to meet in the middle, which we did not tonight. But maybe in the future.
No,
I don't know, Ryan.
I don't think so.
I think we'll
What?
get there.
What is it?
You gotta learn to not be so scared, though.
I think you need to learn how to start seeing things for what they are.
I think you need to learn how to shut the hell up.
I think you need to learn how to shut the fuck up. I stepped it up with a bigger curse word.
Yeah, that was,
We're losing track here.
yeah.
In the end, voodoo remains a respected practice in New Orleans. I can say that after experiencing it firsthand, I now understand that it's not the negative force that it's made out to be.
I think Ghost is more realistic than the moon having that.
The wrong person. Understanding that it requires faith, whether or not voodoo can be definitively utilized to contact the spirit world, will remain unsolved.
I'm not even trying to be like a jerk about this. I'm just getting tired of you asking me if I get scared about things that I don't believe in.
Well, one day I think you'll just finally wisen up